Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego, and it's time for another fantastic video. Green Card K1 Visa channel connoisseur right here. 13 years experience I have processing green cards and K1 visas. I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't give legal advice. I don't work for USCIS, but come on along. This video is processing times. How long, when you file for your 10-year green card, you have a 2-year green card in your hand, you got your conditional green card, that took you forever to get, right, in the K1 visa process, and now you're getting ready to file for your 10-year green card. How long does it take to get the 10-year green card? What's the process? What happens? Come on along, I'll explain it all to you in this fantastic video. So when you file for your 10-year green card, you file Form 751, USCIS Form 751, using the correct edition date, paying the correct fee, and I recommend that you do not file for this 10-year green card online. Use the old-fashioned paper process. It's $50 more. If you file online, it's $700 as of February 12th, 2026. If you use the paper method, which I recommend you do, it's going to be $750. Use the paper method. That way you can include lots of evidence that will push your case over the finish line. Whereas when you file online, you may not be able to upload all the evidence that you feel that you want immigration to see. Okay? So you file for the 10-year green card, file Form I-751. You're going to get a letter of extension. Okay? If you file Form I-751 on time, within 90 days before your green card expires, to remove the conditions on your 2-year conditional green card, USCIS is going to issue a receipt notice, Form I-797C. This will extend your permanent residency status for 48 months from the date your green card expires. So look at your expiration date. Now this letter is the official letter of extension, and you need to prove lawful status while your case is pending. You're going to use this letter to prove that you are legally still in the United States of America. Now, the typical timeline after you file your 751, you should get the receipt notice. Usually it comes to your house between 4 to 6 weeks after you file for your 10-year green card. This will confirm that USCIS has received your petition and they have extended your status for 48 months. So you're going to carry this letter around with your soon-to-be expired 2-year green card. You're also going to have to go to biometrics, and the biometrics appointment will follow within about 8 to 12 weeks after you file for the 10-year green card. Now, don't be surprised if you have to go to a 10-year green card interview. If you have to go to a green card interview, this will normally be between 8 to 9 to 10 months after you file. Other people may have to wait longer depending on USCIS and if they need more evidence of your now relationship. And as of 2026, final decisions, most I-751 cases are taking between now 27 to 30 months or longer from filing to final adjudication. So it's important not to lose that letter of extension and to carry it around with you with your now expired 2-year green card. Okay? The receipt notice is valid for 48 months, and it can be used with your expired green card to stay at your job, to travel, and to maintain your lawful status. Though I don't recommend you leave the United States with an extension letter. Now there are delays happening because of USCIS backlogs, especially in certain service centers. But your status remains lawful as long as you have that receipt notice.
Are you legal to be in this country? Si, senor. Okay, I have my green card.
So if you don't receive the receipt notice from immigration, USCIS, you got to check your status, case status, and you got to contact USCIS immediately and say, hey, where's my extension letter? Okay. The bottom line is you can expect the letter of extension to arrive within 4 to 6 weeks of filing for the 10-year green card, but the full processing time for your I-751 can be 2 years. It could be, or more, depending on USCIS workload and the case complexity of your paperwork. Okay, now let's talk about renewing a 10-year green card. So you got your 10-year green card and you've had it for 9 years and 6 months, and now it is time for you to renew it. Renewing a 10-year US green card typically takes between 7 to 12 months. Okay, although some cases may be faster or slower depending on the USCIS workload and the service center. So you've got a 10-year green card, you want to renew it 6 months before it expires. So you're going to file Form I-90, not the 751, this is Form I-90. You submit the application to replace a permanent residency card. You can do this online or by mail, along with the filing fee and the biometric fee. Whatever that will be when you get ready to file for your 10-year green card or renew it. The receipt notice from USCIS usually takes between 1 to 3 weeks after you file the I-90, and this will automatically extend your green card validity for 36 months while your application is pending. Okay? Most likely you're going to have another biometrics appointment. If it's required, you will receive a notice for your biometrics appointment, which is usually scheduled 4 to 6 weeks after you file for your 10-year green card to renew it. Okay, this is a renewal. Okay, so the main processing period to renew your 10-year green card lasts around 6 to 10 months, depending on the service center and again the complexity of your case and the USCIS workload. You can do this, ladies and gentlemen. Card production and delivery, well, after you get approved, your new green card is produced and mailed to you from Corbin, Kentucky, which usually takes between 2 to 4 weeks after the approval. All right? And after they've reviewed your biometrics. If you have any criminal records and it shows up on your biometrics, you're going to have a hard time getting your green card renewed. So what factors affect processing time? Well, the workload at the service center, sometimes the service center can get overwhelmed with work and then they could exceed 12 months while you wait, but you got that letter of extension. If your application is incomplete, if you're missing documents, if you've made any stupid mistakes on the paperwork, this will trigger a request for additional information, extending the time you have to wait to get your renewed 10-year green card. Okay? In regards to travel, you can re-enter the United States with your expired green card if you carry the I-90 receipt notice. But I don't recommend you travel outside of the United States with an expired green card, even with a receipt notice. As regards to employment, your work authorization remains valid with the expired green card plus the receipt notice, which can be used for Form I-90 verification. Now sometimes you may need to expedite your request. USCIS may expedite cases, but only for emergencies like military service deployments, etc., or for humanitarian reasons. But if you just want to go on vacation and you need your green card, or for employment needs, that will not qualify you for an emergency green card. Okay? You just got to work off of the extension letter. Thanks for watching the video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And Karina and I, my beautiful wife Karina from Venezuela, we wish you well and success with your 10-year green card, whether you're filing the 751 or the I-90, whichever form. If you want to join as a member, join as a member. And then you get my phone number and email address. You can call me, text me anytime you want, 7 days a week. And I do a live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Central Time, although sometimes I'll take a night off. We wish you well, stay patient during the process, and we will see you guys at the next live stream.